back in the old country? Florida? Flew Southwest out of Manchester. If you haven't had the pleasure of flying Southwest, a little tip for you, get there early. Because unlike other airlines that are in assigned seats, they fly on a first come, first served basis. I got there late, I was the co-pilot. You've been up to New Hampshire, man, they take that live free or die stuff seriously when you think about it. You don't have to wear seatbelts, motorcycle helmets. Every other state the union is trying to discourage drinking and driving. They put the liquor stores right on the highway. I actually had dinner in North End where I had one of those Italian waiters. You know the kind that are born in this country but they don't speak English or Italian? It's like this hybrid Guido gibberish that only they can understand. Hey, Gula! How you doing, huh? Come on, no bar, no nada, Gabish. Only a dolphin could understand that. I don't know what you said, but Flipper just went on a rescue mission. It's like they've got their own language. Pisonics. It's all the vowels and hand signals. A-U. Sometimes Y for you. I got a friend like that. He's one of these guys, Marco. Doesn't matter what you say, his response is always the same. Hey Marco, you got the time? Time? I got your time ready. The big hands on the 6. Who won the ball game last night? Ball game. I got your ball game ready. It's 2-1. On a cruise, this one was like, what time's the midnight buffet? Buffet? I got your buffet ready. That's all you can eat. I should talk. I'm not the most articulate guy. In fact, the other day a salesman used the word homogeneous. I thought he called me a smart fag. Who you call smart, huh? I'm not going to bore you guys with politics, but ever since George Bush and Dick Cheney took office, I feel like we're being governed by the Wizard of Oz. One guy needs a heart, the other one could use a brain. And ever since I've been doing comedy, there's been a controversy over whether or not to allow gays in the military. My attitude is if a person's sexual orientation qualifies them to be a good soldier, they should recruit all the people who are into S&M, who like being tied up in people. Because if they're captured, you'll never get any information on them. They could be rigged up to 5,000 volts of raw electricity. Like, turn up the electricity! My nipples are like Wi-Fi! I surrender! Over here! Hit me! Do that kind of good, don't I? I'll leave that up to you. You figure out which part of an act is real and which is not. As Johnny mentioned, I am going overseas next month to continue a truce over in Iraq and Kuwait. I mean, my job's easy, man. I just want to basically make them forget that they enlisted, you know, for a half hour or so. But because you got to figure that's going to be a tough grind over there, you know. I just feel bad for the kids that join the Army to pay for their college educations because, you know, there's got to be a few sweeping landmines in Iraq thinking, maybe I should have applied for a student loan. I could be at spring break right now. How listening to certain kinds of music, like heavy metal and gangster rap, may lead to violent behavior. If that's true, that may explain why there's so much violence in the Middle East. Ever listen to that crap? If that doesn't push you over the edge, nothing will. Where's my suicide bomb? I can't take it anymore. So I personally went witness racial profiling. Because anytime I go to a store with my black friend Keith, security would watch him like a hawk while I robbed the place blind. Nobody likes to be stereotyped, right, folks? Even if there's an element of truth in generalizations like the Irish Drake. My father's Irish, he's an alcoholic, and guess what? I inherited the gene. Just like you're Japanese, well, chances are you're not a very good driver. It's genetics. Their ancestors were kamikazes. The judge recently ruled that parents have the right to spank their kids without being charged with child abuse. How do you feel about that? I'm like you, I don't think there's anything wrong with an occasional spanking, even if you have to pay for it. Because when I misbehaved, my mother would hit me with the wooden spoon that was big enough to shovel snow with. And the neighbor parents would out there hit their kids, they wouldn't be bringing guns to school. Because the threat of a spanking is what kept me in line, not this new age hands-off crap. In my day, time out was a time between when you got hit and you regained consciousness. You guys get the right idea. You came out to a comedy club, you know how to enjoy yourself, relieve stress. That's important. Because otherwise you're on a rooftop with a high-powered rifle. That's why people snap. Imagine going to work and all day long your boss is on your case. Hurry up, Johnson. Time is money. Yep. Then you go home and your wife picks up where he left off. I never should have married you. You're a bum. You're a loser. Quack, quack, quack. Then one day you hear a voice in your head. You know, if you kill your boss, you'll go to jail and you'll never have to see your wife again. Is that you, Jesus? I'm not trying to be sacrilegious because I was born a Catholic, but my mother lost me in a bingo game. It's been a tough year for us Catholics, and it's not that I lost faith in God, I just don't trust the church because they're so hypocritical. For example, in the eyes of the church, it's a sin to be a homosexual. Unless, of course, you're an employee. And I don't get this attraction to minors. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't find 15-year-old girls attractive, but have you ever had a conversation with a 15-year-old girl? Like I like, you know? No, I don't. Get your mother, hurry up, will you? They're like those chocolates that look good on the outside until you bite into them. You want to put them back in the box and pretend they didn't touch them. If you like them small, then shag a midget. Do it for the children.